welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're building a Tudor house, even though it's not been that long since I built the last Tudor house. The forest Tudor house, if I recall correctly, that's what I think I called it. But this one is a little bit different. It's supposed to be in a city, well, not in a city, but like in a suburban area, which is why I put it in Willow Creek and not Windenburg, because I felt like the Windenburg area, the city area, was a little bit too city-like for me. Either the modern area or the older looking area, or yeah, the forest area didn't fit at all, so I put this in the suburban area in Willow Creek, and I gave this house a background story, sort of. You have to imagine this as being a house that a family moved into after they took over from the grandparents. So you'll see portraits around, and it looks old inside, and they got sort of like, I'm sorry if I'm making sounds right now, I'm just adjusting myself in the chair. But they got old looking furniture, and it's got sort of a cottage vibe in the upstairs, in the bedrooms upstairs and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. Like, it's probably my favorite Tudor house that I've built. Also because I also like the exterior. It's just, I don't know, I was really happy with it. So yeah, I do hope you like it. It's based off, or not based off, it's inspired by a house that I found on a real estate website. I don't remember what the website is called. I just tend to Google and then I look around. So yeah, you can probably find it if you're very, very thorough. I'm gonna challenge you, try to find this house somewhere. Anyways, so yeah, I just saw it and I was like, oh my god, I need to use that as inspiration for a build, because it was so cute and small. Of course, it's still a bit bigger here because otherwise furniture won't fit in it. Like beds and couches and everything is a little bit huge compared to real life beds and couches, and unless you got like a king size or queen size bed. Let's just say all Sims beds are like queen size beds, basically. I think, maybe. Perhaps. But yeah, so it does look a little bit chunkier on the outside than the one I found. But that's okay. That's okay. And yeah, just I really like it. I really like it. I was so happy with it when I finished it. I don't know. I also took my time. So yeah. But they do have a little pond in the backyard, and also a seating area and a back terrace, which I wasn't sure if I wanted to place the stairs on that terrace, or if I want to place it next to one of the walls here, but I placed it on the stairs, I think. I'm sorry, I mean the back terrace. I just had to deal with something. So I'm back though. But yeah, so I really liked how it turned out in the end. It's a very cute little house. Yeah, you'll see in the interior in a bit. I did take my time with the exterior because I was feeling it. I really like Tudor houses. I love Tudor houses, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't actually see them very often. We don't have a lot of them in Denmark, and they don't have a lot of them over here in Scotland either, so at least not where I live. Where I live, all the houses were basically built around the same time, and a lot of them look alike, and they're all terraced, and yeah, so they're very like identical houses all over the place, and that can be a little bit boring to, it's not very inspirational, at least for Sims building, so that's just how it is. I do like living here though, so there is that. It's not all negative. So yeah, and placing a lot of ivy on the building because I love it. I'm pretty sure I said that just before. But yeah, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I found out, I don't know where I saw that, but I found out if you place the flower boxes and then place the boxes of superiority, or ivy boxes, on top of them, it gives them like a really nice look, because the ivy boxes themselves don't really have flowers. So if you want flowers but still have like the plants, or I don't know what it is, grass, whatever, that's like hanging from the box, you just combine them and it looks awesome. So I've done that quite a bit. I had issues figuring out which pillars I wanted to use for the framing, because I like to do that. I like to use the pillars to like frame up corners on the house. I think that looks really good. It gives the exterior something extra, but I couldn't decide which pillars I wanted, so I tend to always use the ones that are basically just like really plain from Get Together, but they looked a little bit too modern and they were a little bit too plain for this build. Yeah, I was trying to give it a lot of character because I really liked it. I do hope you like it too. You'll see in the end what it looks like. Unless you quit watching this video before then. I'm not gonna blame you. Speed building videos isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Yeah, just like Let's Play videos aren't for everybody. That's also okay. But I do hope you watch it. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Are you enjoying? I feel like I ask this every video, but are you enjoying your summer vacation? Because I mean, tell me about your summer vacation. What have you been doing? Give me something I can be jealous about, because I literally only work like all the time. I don't really get vacation. It's hard to take vacation when you're freelance, because you'll risk losing out on money, and that's not good, because you have months where you basically don't get work. So when you get work, you kind of have to take it. So well, you can say that I get vacation when I don't have work available for me, but at the same time, it's not really vacation per se. It's just free time that I can do, where I can do other stuff like make YouTube videos, which I'm really enjoying. It's very relaxing, and I like talking to you guys, even though you're not talking directly back to me. Maybe we can do that sometime. It would be fun to live stream at some point. I've been considering maybe if we hit a milestone at some point, we could do a live stream. That would be fun. We can make some Sims, or we can play the game, we can build a house. Let me know what you think. I would like to know. But yeah, so we finished the living room, which I chose to place that wall there because the room was a little bit too big, and also I have issues with older houses having open space, and because they don't usually have open space as far as I'm aware. Not the houses I've seen, at least. There probably are older houses with open space, but I feel like with Tudor houses, I like them to have smaller rooms so they can look messy and cluttered up, and just, yeah, you know, cluttered up. And also, I really like the lamp these days, the one from the Vampire game pack. It reminds me of a lamp my sister has that she inherited from my grandma, I think. Possibly. But yeah, it looks very grandma-like to me, so I've used it here as well. Oh yeah, I made this open area actually, the kitchen. No, I actually, no, I didn't. I ended up placing a wall anyways. I just couldn't decide where to place it right now, so I was playing around with counters, and also at some point the dinner table. They end up being the dinner table and also the kitchen in the same room, and then there's a hallway, and that's about it, I think. But yeah, so we're doing the kitchen now, and I like the thought of having cabinets there. So you can see the porcelain, because it's the grandma's porcelain that they've kind of just gotten, or was given when they inherited the house. So, and also I didn't want too big a table, because it's not a big family house. Like, it's for 2 children and a pair of parents, I think, or maybe 1 toddler. I tend to forget when I put in toddler rooms. I don't know. It's because they're always tiny, so I always make the toddler rooms very small compared to children's rooms or teenagers' rooms. So I just kind of forget that I put them there. But do I remember if I put? Maybe there's a teenagers' room, and they may have three. Oh lordy, I don't remember. I do remember that the grown-ups room is very big though. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't remember my builds. I didn't build this very long ago. It's like last weekend. So I don't know. I'm pre-recording this, by the way, so you don't know when last weekend was, but it wasn't that far. It wasn't that long ago for me right now. So yeah, I don't remember why. I don't know why I don't remember how many rooms I got in the build. But yeah, it's probably you probably had to cheat to get this house, unless you, like me, have a money hoarding family. I said my own well, not my own family, but my own, my personal save family has like 200,000 and have a house that is 150,000, and it's generation 1. So you see where I'm going with this. I have a money hoarding family. Not in real life though, but in the game. My family's quite different in real life. They have I tried to make it a thing not to talk too much about my family because they don't know how to do this, and I feel like that's disrespectful if I'm just talking about them. So, but yeah, I have a family that doesn't really care about money that much, and yeah, I feel like that's a good way to grow up if you don't care too much about money. Like, not everything is about making money, and you don't how did you say that? Like, status doesn't depend on what kind of money you have or how much money you have and stuff like that. Like, so I feel like that's a good way to grow up. At least it was for me. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say about my family for now. Except that my sister has a lamp. But yeah, making this like a hobby room combined with the hobby room. I like pianos. I don't use them very often because they take up quite a lot of space and they're just kind of difficult to put in. But I was imagining that the grandma had been playing a lot when she lived here, so I put in a piano instead of a keyboard, because you can also use those now, and I tend to forget that we have those. But yeah, so okay, let's see, how many rooms? That's a teenage girl's room and also a toddler's room. I think might be a child's room. I'm not sure. I don't remember. We'll figure it out when we get there, but for now this is the parents' bedroom, and it is quite big, but I always, for some reason, I struggle like crazy with upper floors. Like, I just can't make them work. I don't know why. I just have issues. I just have issues with it. So there's always one room that's going to turn out like really long, and yeah, and one that's going to turn out really small. It's like that with I'm making weird sounds right now. But it's like that with basically every build I do. Also, one tip, do not make symmetrical buildings. Like, just it's terrible making floor plans in symmetrical buildings. I have issues with it like crazy. Because I found this house, a modern house, like a modern wood house, not like a wood house, but like a forest house. I don't even know what it was. It was strange, but I was so intrigued by it that I wanted to build it, and it was completely symmetrical. So it's like all sides were the same, like looked the same. They all had a terrace and all had stairs to the outside, and I don't know, it was strange. It was a really strange building, but I wanted to build it. And then I got to the floor planning, and I couldn't. I just gave up. I don't know. It was a mix of the 4 terraces, and I don't know. It was just strange. It was very squared, and yeah. So I don't know if that's ever gonna turn out good, or I'm not done with it as of right now, but yeah, I probably won't finish it because it's just weird. And I don't like not being, if I have to share something, I have to be really happy with it because I'm a perfectionist. I don't know, I've built stuff. You see, I have all these builds ready for you guys, but I also have other builds that I haven't shared because I just didn't like them. I've built quite a lot lately and I have issues. I should stop building so much. It's really therapeutic though, so there is that. There is that. But yeah, I think, yeah, they have their own bathroom. I forgot for a second, but then I saw the door, so thank you, door. They have their own bathroom, though they don't have a shower and a bathtub, even though I like doing that these days. But you know, not every time I can fix that for them. But I do like that bathtub shower thing there because the curtain it reminds me of grandma as well, so there you go. Oh, I should have put a grandfather's clock in. Oh, that would be so great. I totally forgot we have one of those. Dang it. No, I'm gonna go back and do it to my own build. You guys will have to find a room for yourselves in the build where you can put in that grandfather clock if you want it. If you don't, that's fine. And oh yeah, toddler's room. Okay, so good. So we did make a teenage girl's room, or just a child's room. How would you say that? Boy child, girl child, a child that's a girl. I don't know how to say it because I can't English. It's difficult for me, so but yeah, I made a, I think it was meant for a teenager. I'm pretty sure it's meant for a teenager. I found these things in the debug catalog. At least I think it was in debug or hidden items catalog or something. There was like postcards, and then this oh no, that's actually the word I don't know. Like this thing you can pin postcards on. What is that called? I have no clue. I don't even know what that's called in Danish. So there's that. But I found those, and I just thought they'd fit in here because this girl, she's got a lot of friends, and she might just have moved, so she's getting a lot of I can't talk. Wow, she's getting a lot of postcards from her friends in her hometown, even though they just I can't talk. But yeah, so I imagined that happening. When I saw those, it's like, yes. And the grandmom's lamp again. I really like it. Also, I feel like everything we got from the vampire pack has not vampires, but beds on them. I haven't found the bed on that one. Is that a plum bub though? Is that a plum bub? It looks like a plum bub. I don't know. You probably can't even see what I'm talking about. I just feel like right at the top of the pole. No, let's just forget it. Whatever. Shelves of plants because we love plants. So there you go. We like plants, and we want plants everywhere in the builds. If you don't like plants, tell me, and I'll try to like tone it down a little bit. Even though I feel like I don't go that crazy with it. I don't go as crazy as I like to. I would like the whole house to be like a jungle, but you know, that's a little bit too much. So there is that. I don't follow my desires when it comes to planting. What's planting? Is that a new word? When it comes to plants. There you go. So it is a toddler's room. That nightlight didn't fit in very well, but the other one, I hate the other one. I don't like the other one. The one with the two, I don't even know what they are, the two things out on the outside. I just don't like the shape of it, and it's too big. Like the lamp itself is too big, so I'm gonna overuse that little starry one because I really like it, but it's a little bit, I don't know. Maybe we can just imagine that they placed it there because he lives there now, and before it was maybe like a storage room, and now it's a toddler's room, even though it's got big windows, but that's fine. It's all good. So, I also like those, but I don't use those often either. See, I changed it. But I do like those boys, sorry. Also really like those wall stickers with the trees. But yeah, I have issues making like old looking children's rooms and toddlers rooms because I don't feel like the furniture fits very well. We don't have a lot of stuff for toddlers and children in general. We're getting more stuff for toddlers now, so that's good. I'm really excited to see when they announce the release date. As of right now, they haven't, so that's gonna be interesting, but I'm imagining it would probably be like sometime in end of August, I can imagine. I'm excited to know when they're gonna release next expansion pack, which is obviously gonna be pets. I mean, I would be surprised if it wasn't pets. But I'm pretty sure it's pets, so there's that. And that's gonna be good. I'm gonna make a crazy cat lady house. No, I'm gonna make a crazy dog lady house. Yes, I'm gonna make one of both. I'm gonna make an apartment for a crazy cat lady, and then we're gonna make a house for a crazy dog lady. No crazy dogman, just crazy dog lady. Yeah, I really like. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. Yes, I'm a dog person. I'm not afraid to say it. I had a dog. She's not with us anymore, and I loved her to bits. So I'm a dog person. We've always had dogs. Like, no, not always. We had rabbits when I was a kid. I grew up having a rabbit, and then it died because it was sick or something. And then we got a dog when I was like 6, but it died before it was 1 year old. 1 year old, it got hit by a car, and this is so sad to talk about, but it's fine. And then we got another one that we had for like 16 years. Yeah, it was a long time. I grew up like 2/3 of my life. Oh no, if you do math, you know how old I am now. No. But yeah, so I miss her, but it's yeah, that's just how it is. Pets are awesome. I would love my Sims to have pets. It would be great. I could have like pugs and pugs and corgis. I want a corgi. I can't have a corgi. I want one. Anyways, so yeah, we're just doing landscaping now. I do like how the backyard turned out though. I placed like a little seating area for them, and also that little, I don't usually use those, what do you call, we call them bird baths. Which doesn't make any sense in English. I don't know what you call them. But we call them bird baths, which is really difficult for me to say. I'm not good at like, I don't have a lisp. That's not what I mean. Like, I know it sounds like this. It sounds like that sometimes with this microphone. I don't know how to change the settings so it doesn't sound like that. But I don't have a lisp. But I have issues. If I've said z much or many times in a row, I have issues saying zh. The same goes for th sounds. This is weird. I'm just sitting here making sounds, and you're just like, yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, I do have a few issues with that. So if you're wondering why I stumble upon words sometimes, that's why, basically. But yeah, so a little seating area on the terrace, and then a little in the what would you call it, backyard thing. Yeah. We're going into screenshots in just a second, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now, but I do hope you like the building. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is the same as my YouTube name, so Evelyn Sims, and yeah, I hope you liked the video. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that, and I will see you guys around. Bye bye!